There we go. Hmm. All right, we'll let them come on in. I gotta just let it go. I can't get out of this trade. Yep. All right, we got anybody? Oh, there we go. James M. Wonka. The hardcore. I love you guys. Oh, does our Zoom account, we only have a 40-minute, is that true that we can only do, don't we have a business account with Zoom, Monty?
No, we don't. But since it's only you and I,
Oh, right.
it's
Okay.
if there's three or more,
I
then
got
it's
it.
40
Okay,
minutes.
so if we're doing 101s, I can do it in Zoom. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I thought that looked like, wait a minute. All right. Now we got, so we got 12. Okay. We try and get to 20. We'll start it up. Well, I don't know who's making money today. Bitcoin shorts. Bitcoin, James, I think we're gonna. It looks like this 5 is gonna finish. This fucking sucks. Oh man, I know, man. I hear you. Well, it does in the short term, right? But I think we're gonna get some clarity here because if it breaks this golden zone, now that's the golden zone from the low here. Oh shit! I'm sorry, I got the disclaimer up. Oh fuck! Here we get a few more guys in here. But James, I know you're looking at the same thing, and Wonka, I'm sure you guys have all drawn from the pivot low. What's our pivot low here? 28.5 to the high. Well, in log, we just banged the golden zone and popped. But it looks like it's reasonable that it breaks. One more push down in the RSI to get below 30. Looks like it'll do it. Okay. All right, a couple more guys. We'll get it. Scrit making money today, that's for sure. Scrit. Secret. Oh, I haven't looked at Secret. Where's let's go over to Mazzari. What is SCRT? That must be pumping. Secret Network. Secret Network. What are they doing? I guess that's a decent pump. It's not huge. Was it 898? Well, who went from? If I'm looking at the right thing, who just said that? Jacob Calloway. Are you talking about going from 880 to 898? I guess if you're, I guess that's a pump, right? At that degree. Okay. All right, a couple more. Oof. I don't know if any of you guys watch the futures markets during the day or the stock indexes. I trade all the indexes, but I focus mainly on the ES and the YM, and then crude. It's just a wacky day in there. I got a long one in crude that's getting painful. What do we got? Okay, 16. We'll get one. Next one up, and we'll start it. I guess we can hang on. So we can get rid of the disclaimer at this point here. Right, everybody's seen it enough times. So this. God damn. James, I think you and I both have the same count here. If this is AB, looks like that the impulse that's going in. Well, that's a daily. We'll get down to the 4. I don't know why that keeps telling me that. Right? That's not very odd. I don't know if anybody else is having that issue. Well, so it's got to be here. Oh, 1, 2. Oh, unless we're doing it this way. No, I think not. All right. So 1, 2. 4. There's the 4. 1, 2. Looks like we got it underway here to finish it up. Be interesting. All right. So we got a completed. Oh shit! I guess I have to go down a lower degree here. So I think that's that funky little leading diag that you nailed, James. Let's get that down to really tiny. Okay, so we got, here's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the leading diag, all right, that James got out of that. I love that. Love that. All right, that was just a great spot. Because it didn't look great at first. Oh, I guess it's right there. Into the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So could be the 3s here, and then we do. Oh fuck! Hang on. Oh son of a bitch! Hang on 1 sec, guys. I got to just answer this real quick. I've been waiting for this call. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
I'm around. I can keep you entertained. What a market, though. Scam pumps and then just bleed off. If it doesn't hold here, at least on mine. Let's see, 41.5, and then we got 41.1, and after that, you can't lose 40K. You lose 40K, and it's probably going to cascade. Take my shirt off. It's too cold, man. But yeah, if we lose 40, I'm probably a cascade to, because there's a ton of leverage buyers in this area trying to keep it. So unless this is just a B down, right? Like you could technically create a new low with the B being an expanded B and then an absolute rip for a C, but I wouldn't be playing for that. I'd only do it if I saw the swing failure. I mean, I could take my shirt off and do the old Goonies shuffle, but that's not going to do much for you because I don't have a camera on. The truffle shuffle. But yeah, I mean, like I posted yesterday, I have zero clue at this point, and I'll buy when we get to my levels. But other than that, there's just no reason to take intraday trade unless it's literally buy and sell or sell and, you know, TP at the lows. But yeah, like I said, ton of leverage buyers trying to hold this up. And so if they do break, it could be a cascade down to, I don't guess it's that far, but 37, potentially 35, 4. I don't guess it's a typical cascade. 10%. I guess when we're thinking of cascades, we're thinking of 25% wicks that destroy you.
Okay, I'm back. Sorry, so sorry about that, guys. I knew that was going to happen.
I kept them entertained.
Yeah, I just told that lady, okay, look, the one time you can't call me, that's of course right when she calls. But it's been a huge headache. The credit card processor we've used for all the indicator sales, just out of the blue, calls us up and says, well, you can't use this anymore. And you got 5 days to find a new processor. Well, it takes at least 5 days for them to go through all the paperwork to get you set. So it's just been a huge cluster F. All right, but I can shake that off pretty quickly here. Okay, so were you talking about Bitcoin with them?
Yeah, I was just talking about how, you know, I posted in Trade Devils that I'm not buying or selling till I get, you know, not necessarily taking a trade looking to swing it until we get to the levels, just because right now it's just scam. So unless you're just doing a buy off something and sell at the resistance instantly, like a scalp, it's just, you're likely going to see profit and then see it taken away. So
well,
take it where you can.
Yeah, exactly. Well, look here, just on the 4 hour, which again, I know it's so easy to go eye blind to this. Look at where the 233 is relative to the Vegas wave. All right, so clearly the trend is down, right? I mean, fuck, we don't need the Vegas wave to tell us that, but it's just one more emphasis point. You know, when you see that cross, that is hugely significant because it takes a massive move like this. Look what it takes to get it to cross. So you put that in reverse and think about what it's going to take to get it to cross back, right? To get the 233 under the Vegas wave. So the trend is down. There's no reason to fight this. Unless you're just on a suicide mission. These are just, this is too strong a trend. You've got a clear count here that's underway. So, I mean, do you want to, why? So the only thought would be here for any sort of a long would be something like that, right? So get them to run these stops here. Well, pardon me, I overdrew that. So you'd come down here maybe to the 65. Screw these people because you know there's a bunch of stops here. Grab the liquidity and then it goes up. But just so everybody knows where I'm pulling that from, that's a pretty significant golden zone here. So here's the absolute low on the correction. We just took a toe into the golden zone. So not to be discounted, right? I mean, it's potential. I mean, fuck. I mean, could we be done? Yeah, we could. Oh, you could probably work. You know, there are many that are counting it this way. I just don't agree with it. That are counting it. Oh, fuck. How are we doing this here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're done. Well, Jesus. Oh, I suppose you could have some sort of massive running flat here to get to have this be done as a 5, and then you'd be. I mean, that's quite a. Oh shit! Well, you know, it's 2/3 off the low here for a 5 for a running flat to do it that way. I suppose that's possible. It seems less likely that we would do something like this. That we're going to do this, and then we're going to finish right here. Okay, maybe, right? But just looking at it, doesn't it look like more like what you'd anticipate, more of a triangle? So just something to keep in mind. But right now, it's actually, I know it's discouraging, right, if you're a bull, but I'd rather it finish that 5 because then I know, okay, I can see pretty clearly what we're doing here. Now, this break is, no, we haven't done it yet, but to lose this here, you're not going to get another one here until you get this, right? Then you got to get it there. right? Then you can get with them. Of course, right? You can get them down if you're trading off of the 2 minute, you're going to get one. But out here at this degree for something that would be a significant entry, looking for something you could hold, let's finish the 5. Come on, just finish it, get it over with. Okay. That I would still think the triangle would be my preferred count here, that we're just going to start the 3 into the D. And it works. So this is why I like the potential buy down here, because we might, if we're thinking triangle, we're thinking, oh shit, well, okay, perfect, A, B, C into the D. But we could be wrong, of course, right? So if that goes a little further, all of a sudden we're thinking 1, 2, 3. So, wouldn't necessarily be bad news. If we get up here and we end up with a 3, then you are doing exactly what I just said. That looks less likely, but oh, okay, we're going to do something like this. We're going to do a running flat with that much distance from the low. I mean, fuck, we see it. 1, 2, 3, right? And that now, right, it's game on. So there's almost, well, here's the trade that I'm waiting for, right? So give me this one. If right now, if we break it, okay, fine. All right, now give me that, right? That's the one I want. But until then, I'm just going to sit tight and wait for it. So many people here take it out log here. Now we've got the break. But even here in arithmetic, you knew the advantage was to bears because in linear, we already had a break. Right now, we're kind of hanging on to log scale here because of the range. Okay, log certainly could play. All right, with that said, hang on, let me take this sweater off. Getting hot. All right, let me focus.
But I told him I would strip, but you're the one doing it, so.
This trend line here from the lows, let's see that break as well. Right, so here this is all just drawn in. But this trend line just connecting, I got 3 pivots here. Would sure like to see something come out of here, and then if we're going to test from above. But I wouldn't be sad if we get this, right? I know a lot of people will be very discouraged by that. I think it just sets up the, well, now you got this as well, right? I'd be looking for that. Yeah, so we might get something in that range right about there. Come down for the 5 of the 5 of the C of the C, and then we start up. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so we left off yesterday, right, guys? So I appreciate you guys. We're a little bumpy on the start here today. So we're starting with Frade 57. This is where we left off yesterday. Frade, actually, let's see. This was Frade's, the first one that he posted up here, and I kept it up because I liked the count. I liked the work that he did here. So it looks like the WX, now note the break here. Now that is a log scale break. So from the pivot low, we looked at this yesterday. There's the break of the golden zone. So we can take that out. Same thing. You want this to come down because now I go, oh, okay, good. Okay, I know where I am. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got the 1. I got the WXY into the 2. Just what we're looking for. All right, so Frade, I'm assuming you're still watching this here. So this is teeing up for us. Come on down. And I just kind of pivot this up here. It's kind of frustrating sometimes that we do these and then we don't come back to see how they did. So I've taken them on Monday, leaving many of these up for the Tuesday. So there's the 127138. Here's the 1618175. Right. So if we can get this on the length of the W from the X, anything down here, I mean, that's now right here. And it depends how we get there. Right on the edge of the parallel, on the median lines. One to keep on your radar. This is his submission. Well, he gave this to us yesterday. Oh, well, okay. So let's pull out here. I guess I've got all the history I've got here. I can't remember what Unity does. But this is quite a bullish count. We got a clear impulse. A, B, C, A, B, C. So we get a WXY here. Well, this not likely to be the 3, right, given what's come here. So, oh shit. Let's give it a little more time here.
Looks like Unity long-term project aimed at resolving major issues which are related to low portfolio investors.
Oh.
So I guess you can invest in theirs and they invest in ICOs, metaverse. I guess basically to help those that aren't accredited investors buy into some things.
I get it. Yeah, that was always a pain in the ass. When I was a broker for years, right? We had to ask, and you're an accredited investor, right? We didn't make them send their tax returns, but we did have to ask. Every now and then you'd lose an account that way. Okay, all right, let me focus. Jesus, all right. So, Frade, I'm not sure why this is relevant to what you're doing here. Oh, midline. Okay, that's got to be what you're thinking. Although I'm not sure about that one. All right, so that one I'm just going to hide because I'm not sure it's adding any value here. So we're in quite the downtrend. We're certainly through all the potential pivots here. Oh, hang on a second. Let's just hide that volume, get a little more space. So what are we, 786 probably? Not quite there yet. 7, looks like we'd be through 707. We're kind of hovering at 707. But no, so here's the break, right? So it's bad news. Here's the break right here. We've already got the break. Well, I see what you're doing. So you're doing A, B, C into the 4s. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is all clean. But big disappointment there for bulls. Oh. Well, I kind of look at it this way, right? So again, I'm always trying to just, how can I simplify what's happening here? Okay, you just draw it over, right? We got a pretty clear demand zone, and we just dropped a toe in it. What do you got underneath? Nothing. Well, so let's see. What are you drawing these from here? That's from, you're doing, oh, earnings. Pardon me. Okay, I got it. I thought you were doing this. So this is something that's, when I was first being taught fib, price, and time, this was one we looked at often, right? So looking for that swing relationship between this drop, this retrace, and then is there a time variable here that would play into that? So the 618 here, here's the 100. Just looking for additional confluence here from time. So if we zoom in there, does it look like we're done? It looks much like Bitcoin, and it looks like it's got to have one more down. Let's see. Let's go to a 30. 1, 2, 3. Looks like the 4's in. Got the. Okay, I guess we'll go with that. Well, this sure looks like a big fat algo swing here. Oh, let's try the dominant first. Could have been secondary. All right, so right in the pocket, if I'm right on that. I mean, you could use either one, right? Looks like that's too far. So this is the last one. Looks like they used that too. Oh, shit, I got new stuff there. So here's 618 to the tick. 1, 2, 3, 4. It looks like there's one more down here. So why would you assume that this algo is not going to get its target? Why would you assume that? Well, the only reason would be, oh shit, what are we hitting here? Well, there's the 707 here. The only reason is that we're hitting this demand zone here. So look right. So again, here, this is going to be my theme for the year. Okay, so people are selling here. Right, let's go in there a little bit. Right, you got the home run hitters are looking for, oh my God, we're falling through the floor. So already they're getting a little bit of face. It depends how they're trading it. Terrible, not just terrible, the worst place to enter a short right here. The worst. What would be worse? That's about as bad as it gets. All right, so here, these guys thought it was going through the floor. Down we go. Faced. These guys thinking the same thing. Now, of course, if that 5 is going to finish, something has to happen here. Well, we can kind of see how that might be labeled here. 1, 2, looking for a 3, 4, 5. So if you wanted to trade that, just don't trade the break of the low, right? Wait for the retrace. Look, I guarantee that's fucking technical. I got to get the... Oh, come here. right? Right in the pocket. If you're dying, see, this is what I keep trying to harp on. If you want to get short here, wait for something like this. Now you go into it with profit already. So now if you get faced here, at least you can get out at a scratch. See, I'm never saying that this it's not going to break, right? I'm just saying that's not where you enter this, right? If you want to be down on this degree, you got to wait for some little kickback, something to give you some headroom before you go into the low. Because every time this happens, right, you're just boom. They just do this to retail over and they never learn. Amazingly, they never learn, right? There's always another new trader who's like, well, shit, it looks like it's going to break out, and they sell the tick low, right? That's been my theme here. Hopefully you guys are, I do that so that you just don't do it anymore. I promise you that will save you so much money over your trading career if you just take my advice and don't do it like I did, which was have to be stubborn and say, well, you're going to have to prove it to me. So if we get down here and we can finish this thing, okay, there we go, right? There's nothing to do until that happens, right? Why would you go counter trend here? There's lower lows, lower highs, the Elliott count, you broke the golden zone. We're at the 707. This all looks ugly, so there's no, is there a short there? Yeah, well, you're already a little bit late for that. I don't know, Fred. My guess is you're looking for where's the next, right? That's what we're waiting for. So I don't think there's much to do here until this finishes. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, that's all solid, right? Nice 3, 4. Let's get it to finish. Finishes down here in the demand zone. I mean, not a bad place to be looking for entry, except the broader count is kind of ugly for bulls. I mean, you're really trying to pick the turn and pick the low, which is why my suggestion would be wherever we bottom down here, give me a 5 off the low. Something meaningful would say, okay, all right, so potentially a trend change. You have to have that change of character, right? So right now it's just lower lows, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Something has to change that character. I got to get something to break. Okay, oh shit, okay, I've got a higher high. Now, do I get a higher low? I mean, that's not rocket science, right? If it breaks, okay, shit, okay, you take the stop, move on, next trade. Okay, can I do it now? Oh, and I got a higher high. Right now you got change of character. Right now, there's no reason to do anything if you're on the long to be looking for the long side until you get the pattern to complete, so you can lean into the pattern. You can look strategically at where you are. Shit, well, what's happened the last time we got down here? Demand comes in. Can we count on that? Well, no, but you can certainly look at it and say, well, seems to be an area that repeatedly hit, tested, right? Resistance, support. And off it goes. A great example right here. Right, so you want to be a buyer here. Oh, I want to buy the breakout. Okay, no problem. Right, so oh shit. Oh wait. So if you just wait for it to come back, there is the place to be a buyer. Right. So here we break it. Now we come back and check it. This is so consistent in the markets. It amazes me that people still get caught doing this. You just okay. I want to buy here. Okay, I'll wait. Now, if it doesn't come, it doesn't come. Fuck, next trade. Okay, well, but at least you're not reinforcing bad habits. Oh, I buy the breakout. Oh, look here, my stop was down here. I got away with it. That's not the point. The point is, are you trading intelligently based on what we know the other players in the market are going to do? Wait for it. Just be patient, right? This is I'm missing it. God damn it. Okay, market. Stopped out. And you ended up right where you wanted to be in the first place, right at the structure. Oh, coming back again. I guarantee you that's technical. Oh, what'd they use here? Secondary? Likely. 50. Target. I see now it's game on right here. Shit, you can probably use either one. Target. Right in the pocket. Right, algo's not going to use the 3. I'm just grabbing it. Kind of make the point. Right, we can come here probably a 50 to the tick. Boom. Oh, they probably took it here. Right, that's probably a front run. What's the first thing? Always any analysis. First thing before you even consider taking a long. What did this fucker do last? You got to know where it is, right? Or you'll buy right into it or sell right into it. Okay, so I think we're afraid. I think this is, I'd put this on the B watch list, right? Let that thing finish and then give it a little kick to come out of there. All right, let me move on here. So that's Unity. Now we got Elgin. Is it Elgin coin? Elgin? Engine? Is that what he's doing here?
You still there?
Yeah, sorry. I hit that mute and then I hit it with my finger and sometimes it doesn't go back on. That's my fault. Okay. All right, where are we coming from? Well, we're all over the place here. Okay, that's an interesting choice. Interesting, right? So, okay, so you're drawing a trend line here and you're just using this pivot for the median lines. Interesting. Okay, so, quite the extension here. That looks like the only way to trade that. What are you doing here? Well, it looks like you can pull a triangle into that. 5, A, B, W, X. Okay, so it's there. So you got W, X, Y. Seems like that's fairly solid there. Into the A, B, C, D, E. So there's the little triangle of the X. A, B, C gives us the Y of the 2. Okay, so this is all clean. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, okay, looks good. So we lost the impulse. Well, so that would make me think perhaps not the 3. Come here. Perhaps not the 3. Come back here. So we got the 5 in here. So if you're a bull, you'd be thinking 1, 2, and at this degree, so we'd have, this all has to go higher. That's what I'd be inclined to think, rather than, so so Frade, I know he wouldn't make that mistake. I'm wondering what you're thinking there. Are you thinking 5, 3, 5, 3, 5 diag? You had to, because I know he wouldn't put this 3 here unless he's thinking that, which is possible. 5, 3, 5, 3. All right, let's dig into that. A, B, C. So you you gave me everything, but you didn't label it. Okay, so we got. All right, so we got A, B, C. So that's W, X. Looking for the Y down here. All right, I got it. Okay, so that would play with his theme. Now, so why is he leaning into that 3? So it must be that the... Oh, come here, you fucker. Here. What are we getting? 618? Frade, are you on here? I wish he was on here because I'm curious that's the only thing, because I know he wouldn't think of this as an impulse, so he's got to be thinking diag, and that would be more typical in a diag with the massive extension in the 1 that we're going to get a 618 here, and you would not be, the 23.6 here would be good. So we're banging the 50 here coming in, so he's looking for a golden zone. So we'd have, his colors are different than mine, so let me. So he's looking for that golden zone to come in here down to, which would complete the Y. So we're looking for that 5 to complete. So let's go down to the 1. Looks like he's got this. And as to whether or not that diag plays, we'll see what comes out of here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, why would you be looking to buy that, right? Is there anything here that would make you think, oh, the low's in? Oh, shit, I guess we'll have to do it this way. Not sure why you guys do the extension to the left. I'm always curious why you do that. I know James does that as well. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that looks like you got the roadmap there. Looks like we're working on 3, 4. All right, could be over here. All right, something like that. Bring it in. So this would be hot on my watch list. Working on the 3, 4, 5. Right? It's much like Bitcoin. We're just waiting for the fucking thing to finish, right? Okay, do what you're gonna do. Just finish it. 1, 2, 3. That looks technical. So we're just again, right? Same thing over and over again. What did it do last? Where is it? Where's the target? Am I running into anything from below? Well, yeah, I just banged the 50. So I've got a micro fighting a major. Right, so you'd get so you'd give the benefit of the doubt to the major here, but we know per the count that's right in front of us here, odds are this one breaks. So already, if it just breaks the 50 a little bit, this guy's getting his target. Now he could go second or third, but if we're going to get a 1618 here, let's just measure it, right? So this is what. Oh, what do I got in here? Oh, I got a VWAP on here. Okay, so let's think about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So you got a nice clean impulse off of the pivot up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, it looks like you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So either way, that's a nice clean impulse. Looks like it's technical. All right, so well, what do we got here? Right in the pocket. First, look at the reaction at first target. Okay, that looks good. 1, 2. Looks like we're approaching the 1618. So this would just kind of guide you, right? So I do this, right? Shit, I know members of all, you don't need me to remind you to do this, but this is more for YouTube subs, that there's a process. And what I want you to see is that it's the same thing every time. Right? I've talked about this before. People say, God damn, man, don't you get tired of doing the same thing every day? And that's the secret ingredient, dumbass. I mean, how do you argue with that? 1, 2, I got a clean impulse. So why would you think something else, right? So who's selling here? Okay, well maybe it's an Elliottician who's looking here. I got a completed impulse. We have anything below? No, we don't. Okay, it looks like we're putting in the 3, so let's get that to minuet. Okay, so we're just going to wait for a 4. See, maybe it's just me, but this simplifies the decision-making process for me. Okay, I can understand the count. I see what's happening with the algos. I see what happened here. I see what happened here. Now I'm waiting for a pattern that I know is prone to repeat, not guaranteed to repeat, just prone to repeat. I know that I've got an impulse here underway. So I start with 1. No, Jesus Christ, okay, I got 1, and then what do I get here in the retracement? I get 5 followed by 3 followed by 5. Come on, it's not that hard, really. This looks like you'd have to do it over here, actually. Do you see here? All right, now this is where it gets a little trickier. Okay, well, shit, you got to know about an expanded B wave, and I got it. Okay, I know it's not. I'm not saying it's drop dead simple, and if you learn Elliott Wave, you're going to be profitable. I'm not saying that. I'm saying you'll have a better odds of it if you just apply it and let it dictate where the decision-making process is. So, do I want to be a buyer here? But hey, man, you're hitting the 50. Don't you want to buy it? Well, I mean, if you're a short-term trader, is there a potential trade here? Yeah, but not yet. Not yet. Do I have a change of character? Right now, I just got lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. Until I get some, at least here. If you wanted to trade that, you got to trade the C, right? Why? Why do I say that? Because this would be a change of character, right? Now I got, I got a higher high. Now, do I get the higher low? If I do, once again, back to our purple belt test, well, purple and brown. Oh, shit, I can't remember if we do it in brown. Oh, but in purple, this is all you can trade, right? You want to pass that purple belt, which is no easy task. You're only able to trade the C's and the 3s. Would this have been hard to figure out right here? Would this have been hard? Oh, I got 3 into the 2. I want to trade the C. What would your risk reward have been there? Right? It's just, we make it more complicated than it needs to be. right? So if at least the 100 right there, I got 5.5 to 1. If I'm going to get the, here, I got the 138. So now, would you know, right? You wouldn't know. But as we sit here, does that look like that's done? Doesn't look like it's done to me. Looks like the 1618 is a real contender. Because if this is going to keep rolling, looks like I got 1, 2 here. Look like I got 3, 4. Right? That 3 could still be going in. So I got 8.5 to 1. What a fucking gorgeous trade. I got a clean 5 here. I drop dead like my 5-year-old can see that 3. We go into the pocket right where we want it. So look, I'm only going to risk this much just on the other side of the 707. It starts to turn. Oh, shit. Oh, good. Now, where's the next point where I got to be a little bit concerned? Right here, because of exactly what I'm telling you. It's a pivot. It's a pivot, right? So there's potential for shenanigans there. Right? Oh, what are we doing here? Because it's not a dominant, right? But it's still, any pivot is a target. Just like this was a target. There could be shenanigans right there. But this is where you got to be careful, down at the more significant pivot lows. You can kind of see it here, right? So they came down towards it, right? We came to fuck with these guys here, right? Because there's stops down there. Popped it up. Ran into this structure, right? If you just kind of map it out in your own mind, say, oh, what happened here? Why did that stop there? Oh, shit, there's a pivot right there. Looks like we're still going down. 3s and Cs. If you just did nothing but maintain the discipline to just do that, and if you're not doing that already, I guarantee your results will change. Right? If you just put the effort in to say, all right, well, where's the fucking 3? Right? I mean, so here's an ABC right here. Can you trade that? Do you want to trade that? Well, could you have traded that? 38 to the, maybe, right? But that's not the drop dead one. I wouldn't have taken it, right? I'd been here with my mouse in my hand waiting for that. Didn't get it. Okay, so what? All right, now where am I here? So there's the C I could have traded. So if I was in my purple belt, well, shit, all right, I didn't get the setup I wanted. I wanted that 50, I didn't get it. Okay, no problem. If this is the 2, if this is a 5 followed by a 3, I can get into this anywhere I want. I don't have to get the pivot turn of the 3 to be in the 3. I just want to place my entry. So look at here. Oh, shit. I got a pivot, retrace. Now I'm in the 3 of the 3. Right? If you really want to make money, focus on just the 3s of the 3s. Now, did you know for sure that wasn't going to do that? No. Which is why that's why we like the entries here, because the risk reward is so good. Right? If you're going to get the 3, right? Did you have good risk reward here? If you use the pivot, just eyeball it. If this is your stop, or give it a few ticks, and this is your target, was the risk reward friendly there? It looks like it's 3 to 1. It's not that complicated. Now, are we done down here? Well, shit. Well, that little internal doesn't look like it's done. 1, 2. Looks like here, let's get this down here. Looks like there's more to go. Looks like we're doing the 4 here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Why would you be a buyer here? I want to wait for that to finish. If it doesn't, all right, nothing says it has to. What is the market supposed to do? If it doesn't do it, then something's wrong. This is what I'm expecting it to do. Okay, if I get that. Now, do I want to be a buyer into the A wave? Well, not if you're trying to go for your purple belt. I'm going to wait for the AB. Remember, the B is always the push to try and get to the pivot, right? It's just like a 2, right? They're always trying to get to that pivot. It's the fact that they can't do it that is the clue that the market is giving you. Because I promise you, they're always after the pivots. Can I get the fucking pivot? If they can't, I got to cover. Right? Fuck, I got to cover. Right? It's just over and over and over and over and over again. It's the same thing. The same people, the same traders, the same mistakes. And you need that. You need retail to be there making those mistakes, because that's our advantage. We need them. There's always a fresh crop coming in. Okay, I read somewhere that I can sell that breakout. Thank you, right? Now, hopefully they're going to learn, right? But while they don't know any better, that's our advantage. I'm going to take that trade. I'm going to take that trade. You could take the 3 of the 5, right? That would be a perfectly valid trade. Did we cover Elgin? I think we did, right? So I think we just do let this count complete because I don't think it's done yet. So that's all looking for more to finish. So a lot of hurry up and wait across all of crypto for whatever these corrections are to finish. Okay, so we got Elgin coin. Almanahi, how's it going, man? I haven't seen you in a while. We always post some good content. What do we got here? Oh, fuck. What did I do there? Did you give me... Oh, Litecoin. Oh, we haven't looked at Litecoin in a while. Oh, we got a bunch of this bad boy. Oh, this looks good. Wanahi. Really nice. What do you got here? This looks like a... Oh, this is the... Is this the Elliott oscillator? What do you got here? With just different colors? Yeah, it is. Elliott Wave oscillator with some sort of volatility band on it. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's bring the Vegas wave back. Let's bring the volume profile back. And what do you got here? 3 UMAs? I'll take those off for right now. Okay. Okay, Litecoin. Well, of course, it looks exactly like Bitcoin. Right, no surprise here. So what is it? Right, big 3. I think with Litecoin, this being the big 3 is pretty hard to ignore, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, we do it in a diag, right? We get overlap here, but that's a 5 all day, right? So we don't have to worry about that. We're going to say, okay, well, waterfall down. Very similar to Bitcoin in that this is a, oh, fuck, is that slightly, well, I guess we don't get the truncation here, right? So it's a better pivot here. Oh, let's see. So I think here, did we do it here? Yeah, we did. So, fuck. It's just, how many times do we have to show it, right? There it is again, right? Right to target. Now, you'd have been a little uncomfortable right here, right? Can it break? Can it break? Right, that. Right, I mean, just in your face, right? It's thousands. It's thousands of times I've shown that. Thousands. Well, it looks like you got another one in here somewhere. All right, there's another one. Let's go into second target. Here it is, right? 50 here goes one target, second target. All right, do you see because of that edge here? I can see it's second target. Nothing new under the sun. Same shit over and over and over again. Okay, so we got break, 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 right? So everything's broken. We're down just down to the 786, right? So we can, while there's value in knowing the 786 is there, it doesn't help us with regards to the next Elliott the next algo swing, right? So here, if we're going to pick up, right, since we've lost the dominant, we lost the big guy, right? Now, can we get another one here? Well, now would that make sense with the count? Well, maybe not. So, whoa, this looks like 1, 2. So interesting. So much like Bitcoin, you've got the waterfall here, but this is a cleaner count here. Bitcoin, it gets a little iffy as to whether is that the B. Right, this is a much cleaner count actually, which may be part of the influence here of when Bitcoin makes the turn. Well, this is interesting. It looks like we just invalidated here. So let's go down to the hourly. I think we did, right? So let's come out of log scale here, since we're not looking at that range anymore. And that's kind of what dictates that. Like, what's if it's 4 times or greater, right? That's when you start looking in log. Well, now here I don't have that kind of range. I'm from 120 to 150, right? I don't need to be in log scale here. I'd prefer not, right? So this looks like we're blown out here, right? So we are, right? So this cannot be the 2. So we're just going to have to rethink that. Looks like maybe you can do it this way. I have to measure this. It looks like you might be able to squeak away with that. Yeah, you did. Okay, so it looks like you might. Ooh, that is close. extension in the fifth. Oh, that's kind of an ugly finish. So it looks like we'd have to do it here. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we finish it here. All right, so there's a contender for that to be finished. Now, interesting, right? So if Litecoin's done, God, am I missing something here, guys? 1, 2. Yeah, that looks like that's A, B, fuck. That's a pain. That sometimes a little, yep, it's bang, bang, bang. Guess we got to go with that. Well, I think we've got to put this here. A, well, here's 5, right? So you can see the 5 in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this goes A, B, C into the 4. Looks good. 1, 2, this is kind of a cluster. I think you're stuck with this, with the extension in the fifth, because of the break here. I can't go 1, 2. Well, fuck, could I? 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of want to put the 1 here, like he had it too. 3, 4. I guess you could. This feels like it's out of balance here, so I guess we could do it this way, like this. I might do it that way. And just all right, so there we use that 1, 2. Let's check the length, right? When in doubt, right? Always measure. Yep, we're good. So 3. So then you'd have to finish this. It's kind of a wonky finish, but it looks like you can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like you can get that done. Okay, so 1, 2. Oh fuck. 1, 2, 3. Oh fuck. You could. Well, I'm tempted to do the triangle here, but you need the 1, 2 to get you 3, 4, 5. All right, so I think you need that. So what do we got here? So this looks like. Well, it looks like we've got an impulse here. So it looks like the extension's in the 1, 2, 3. We do not overlap. So it looks like I got a impulse off the low. Okay. All right. I can deal with that. Looks like ABC. Right? Shit, it looks pretty good, actually. So A, B. Fuck, how perfect is that? Remember, right? So if we, just as I was just kind of harping on, the B, always, 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 they're trying to get that pivot. They can't get it. You know, somebody was here and they button. Fuck, I'm gonna jump early. I'm gonna go early and use the stops for fuel. Somebody bought it right here. Right? Do you think they looked left? Probably not. It's like you're a kid. All right, kids. Okay, let's look left and look right. Let's make sure there's no traffic when you're at the crosswalk. Okay, let's look left. Is there any danger here? Any danger here? Any danger here? Oh, well, we don't want to cross the street here, do we? Do we? Good job, kids. Okay. AB, looks like that's 1, 2. Oh, shit. Looks like we got a nice little impulse underway here. Okay, so what's not to like here? 1, 2. This looks very 4-ish. 3, 4, 5 coming down here. So am I going to get the golden zone? Well, I wouldn't be sad if I did. Looks like I got an A going in. We're looking for a C. I guess I'll swap those two. I'll make this guy micro. All right, always just kind of a good habit. Wick off the 1s. Okay, I got a 1, 2. I got some sort of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into the 3. Squishy, right? This is very typical 4-ish. Okay, come on back a little bit. All right, again, okay, kids, look left, right? Is it safe to cross here? All right, we're going to come back up here. You can start kind of mapping it out. All right. Potential, right? This would also be all of this I'd be kind of mindful of, all potential resistance points, but then, right, does that fit in, right? If that's the 3 low, we can't say, oh, I got to get the other one back on. Or I got the 38 and the 23. Okay, so if we come into this pocket, I'm interested in the short for the C. Looking for the A, B, A, beautiful 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. So same thing. Let it cook. Well, what do you get here, right? What that? If you got that, now you're in the golden. All right, off the low. All right, so is this 1, 2? Why would you be thinking something else? All right, because the broader trend, my view is one asset at a time. All right, does this look like I've got an impulse here? Does it look like I'm in the process of a correction? Yes. So what do I really want to get here? I'd like to get a golden. Get that tightened up a little bit. Well, you get the drift here. Looks like that's off just a hair. Okay, so if I can come down here, into the golden. Now this is mighty skinny here, so I can't. Oh, that's not ideal. But let's. Oh, because you when it's that skinny, right? You're gonna have to, right? So let's say we got this, right? So the first thing it's got to deal with is got to get through this, right? You got to get here. But if that's the ABC, well, map it out, right? So wouldn't that make sense? Oh, if I'm coming from the golden, well, I know I'm going to hit resistance here. Like I got a big high volume node here, so likely there'll be shorts defending there. 1, 2, 3. Oh, got my 80%. 4, back to the median line. All right, that's how I'd map that out. I've got so much of this, I don't know that I'd be adding here. 1, 2, I might here. Oh, shit. 1, 2. The little high volume here, so I might look at it this way. Okay, I got this little cluster in here. All right, if we're going to come back up, 1, 2. All right, so first, let's finish the 5 here. We're not even there yet. So one more down. And if I could get that, if we don't have that, let's just see. So this would be right on my A watch list, right? I want to see that up and a little down. You know, kind of the same thing that I like to do. Okay, well, if we're doing that, where's the support? Oh, looks like you could do it that way. How does that fit in? Let's go back to that 4 hours. Now this is kind of, I don't know that that's adding much value any longer. That's quite a, so the implication would be the 4 is in. That's actually pretty significant. Let's take a look at that. Well, we'd be coming in, right, with all these wicks, right, because we come into that. Oh, I guess I'd want to be paying attention to what I got here. There's the 618. Oh, okay, so we're not fully labeled here yet. So this would have to be, we don't have the highest degree being labeled here. So this would have to be A, B, and we're looking for C. We'll put that in green. All right, so do we get that, right? So right now is a contender, right, that the 4 is in here in Litecoin. A, B, C for the true flat, right? So this is what we've been looking at. It's going to be one or the other, right? I mean, this could still triangle, although this is a 5, right? So this looks more like we've got the flat. Now we're looking to go off here. So Bitcoin going to rhyme with that? It's hard to argue with this. Clean 5, good 2. This, oh fuck, I don't know what matters here. I'd probably put it here. A, B, so yeah, we got to do it that way. So just you go sideways, right? So classic 4. It looks like we finished with a 5. Let's just go back in there. Did I miss something? Nope, that's 5 up. What's not to like here? Why do we not like this? Right now, I say that out loud, but I'm saying that to myself as well as to you guys in the same breath. So because when I'm putting together a trade for something I'm looking at taking, there's that constant process of what this looks too easy. Why? So who's on the other side of that trade, right? I guess is what I'm trying to get to. Why is somebody selling here? Why do they want to sell here? Well, okay, so maybe they're thinking, okay, we're in a range and we just ran into this resistance up here. The 5 here would be so because I can finish with a 5 here and I get a 5 out of the chute here. Now, it could be an A wave, could be. But if you pull back in the context of things, you got exactly what you were looking for. If you were looking, well, shit. We didn't know, but as we're in this, okay, pretty hard to argue with that as being impulsive. Hard to argue with this as corrective, right? It's a big smacking in your face 3, and then I got a pretty clean impulse down here. It's a little weird, right? I've got this very skinny. I don't love the shit. Do we have? I'll tell you what. So right off the bat here, so things you got to check, right? Do we have the distance? Oh, pardon me. We're in log scale. Let's see if we have. No, we don't. So we don't have the distance here in log. So we got to pay attention to that. Wouldn't matter log. So we're not long enough in that third. So that could be what's wrong with this. Back to what's wrong with this. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it looks like that actually could be DQ'd. Actually, now that I sit here, now that I've fallen in love with it, it looks like it's not going to work. So length of the 3 from the 4. Well, we're all right. So here's our invalidation point. So you'd have to put a big fat line here for invalidation right here when 5 would be longer than 3. All right, so that's when I would do that. Put that in big yellow invalidation, right? So that we just have a mark on it, but it looks like we would be okay here. So the extension in the 1, 2, 3, sideways into the 4, and we got a little squirt for the 5. Okay, so now 1, 2. If we're good there, let's go back to that 30. You could take it out of log here. It looks like there's one more down, doesn't it? Now, when you come down to this level, look, boy, hard to argue with that. That's a pretty good looking impulse, right? Extension in the 1, 3, clear 3 here, right? So it's just, that's when there's an extension in the 1, that's what they look like. That's boy, that would be driving. So my entire thought, because I've got a clean finish here, I can understand and comprehend a finished count here. And while I'm not to the tick on the 618, I'm in a zone where I know that that's prone to pivot on a flat. So the clear 5, this is mighty skinny. But ABC, if this gets down here, I don't know how you wouldn't be interested down here. If you didn't like it, you wait for this. If you just wanted to be a little bit more conviction because with a downtrend across all of crypto, okay, do I get a 5 here? If I do, and then I'm retracing and I can pull out a 3, I'm interested here. So that's who gave me that? Oh, Al-Wanahi, that's good work. I like this. It's a good setup. Oh, the other thing, right, out of log scale, I just keep a regression channel going on it. So just for looking for, okay, can I bang outside of 2 standard deviations? Okay, let me keep going here. So I got AAVE also from Al-Wanahi. But I think that Litecoin that would be on my A list, right? Ready to pull the trigger. Okay, what do we got here? So we got AAVE. Let's copy that. AAVE. Okay, so I got a 4-hour in linear. Now let's go to an 8 and get a little perspective here. Oh, pretty hard to argue with that. Let's go to log here and see. Well, look at our range from 25 from 26 to 681. Definitely the range for log. Okay, so since that's kind of come and gone, this is just my own habit here. I put these in green. So ABC, ABC, A, B, C into the B. Down for the C. So what? Same question. What's not to like there? You left me hanging here. Okay. All right, so we got that. We got an AB. Oh, fuck. Might do it that way. ABC into a B, right on that trend, on that center line. That looks good. Okay, so I got an ABC into a candidate for a 2. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, I got the 886. Oh, pardon me. Primary. Oh, fuck. Here, let me get that. What do we get here? 786 looks like. So good 2. Remember, 2 much like a B wave, right? It's always they want to get that pivot, right? If they can't get it. Oh, got to cover. Same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like that. A, B. Oh, looks like you could be done there. So here, let's assign. I think you probably had this here, but so we do get a break there. That looks like a 707. And even that broke. All right, so no help from an algo here. And it looks like you're already hitting one there. Yeah, you are. So you're just right in a box here. So this would be advantage bears because of the break here. So from dominant to dominant, we've got a break. Here we've got a hold. So you'd be a little cautious about the long here. Oh, let's see. So this looks like a good one with the extension in the 5. That's pretty skinny, but it works. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think, yep, you stuck with that, right? So you got to stay with that. A, B. Are we done here? Looks like we might be. Let's go sum here. Let's go to a 30. 2, 3, that looks good. All right, so AO, A, B, C. You have to do it that way. This is that's kind of a pain in the ass. Let's see. We can't quite finish that, and it looks like that's just another algo play. Yep, it is, right? So here, golden zone, target. All right, so we got it there. It looks like you got another one here, right? Or it's just over and over, guys. Over and over. Same thing. What did the algo do? Right, it's there, always there. Right, already got second target. Right, what did we run into here? Same fucking algo. Right, it's just over. It's why you have. That's why I tell you this. You have to know what it did last. Where is it? What did it do? Got to know, right? And you definitely have to know the dominance, right? So while we lost the big guy here, we got a second one here. Now we'll have another one here as well, right? So we know they use this, right? So this will be in play, right? So we're already there. Now if that rolls over, right, then you got to go back one, because that's what it will do. Okay. Well, you've already, so you can look here and say, well, hey, could that be a diag going in here? Let's get that backed up. Well, they would have to be now. See, this would have to be what are we going to do here? We'd have to be a 5, 3, 5, 3, 5 diag. The alternate would be that this is, this would be bad news, right? You can kind of see, right? But also a diag, right? Since you would have overlapped this pivot, and this looks like a 5. That looks like a 5. Right here. So I like the AB. The finish is kind of a fucker. Market will do that every now and then. AB 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fuck. There's almost no way to finish that. How can we finish that? Let's just take one quick look, and then I might have to come back to this, because that will bug me all day if I can't figure it out. All right, where'd you go? Okay, can we get it done here? That's the 4. Oosh. Well, it looks like you could. You actually could. Looks like you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, big fall, and well, that's ugly as fuck. Well, you're doing it that. Wow, that's not much of a finish, though. I think that's what you're stuck with there. But at least you can get it done. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This. Yeah, you're on a 5-minute. You're kind of stuck with it. This is actually a good example of why in trading these alts down here on this kind of, when you get down to this time frame, I'd advise against it. I know the temptation is here because you think, oh well, shit, the stops are smaller, but there's so much noise in here. This right here, there is no count. There's no count there. Now, if we pull out to a more time frame, this is going to look like, oh shit, here we go to an hourly. That's going to look quite different. Fuck, now I won't be able to find it. Ugh. Hate when I do that. Oh, where'd you go? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Here. I think we missed that one. My point being, try and stay, if you want to make more money, stay on this minimum 30. I mean, perhaps you can get to the 15, 30, 1 and above is where you're going to find the most benefit from Elliott Wave. When you go down to the 5-minute, 3-minute, all that, you're changing it so often, and there's all sorts of noise that's uncountable. I would encourage you to reconsider that. That's where we were looking to get it done right there. Okay, so we've got a 707 here. This right now as it sits, that could be a 3, right? So, I suppose there's a possibility here we could have this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 into an A, B, C into a B, and now we're going to come down for a deeper trade here. So looking at it, you got to give the advantage to the bears, but you're kind of in an algo box here with this break, though, but giving them the advantage. So you can kind of see how that could play. All right, maybe I got an A coming down here. This is the B, and I'm going to come get that algo target here. Remember, these guys have the advantage because this broke. This held, I should say. All right, so maybe you got to do it that way. And you can see the count in there, right? You'd have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get the A wave, A, B, C into the B. Now, we come down here. So I wouldn't be longing here, certainly, because this is too iffy. Now, if this turns into a 5 and you break here, well, now you got to break on both sides. So now you can go out to the next, you can go to the 90-minute or the 2-hour. So if this turns into 1, 2, 3, it would have to be a diag since we've already overlapped, and we get a 5 out of here. Okay, I got a leading diag coming off of a potential 1, 2. Okay, 1. I'd still, right, you still want to use your median lines, right? Just because you lost the golden doesn't mean I lose my 80%. I got to pivot, right? As long as that pivot holds, 80% that I get there. It's just all the sweeter when I can duck in behind an algo, right? Which I can't do here. So this guy's gone. Now you're waiting here to see what we get, right? Is it 3? Well, this is forever. What we're trying to determine, right? So what's the context, right? I mean, this is one where it's a little tricky because it could go either way, right? You could finish this as a 5. Tricky one. 1, 2, 3. You could do it. 4. You got that ugly finish, though. You do have an ugly finish there. God, that's such a 3. I mean, you're just kind of stuck with it, right? Sometimes the market's just not going to give you the clean 5. 1, 2. Yeah, that was the section we were looking at. I'll tell you what I don't want to do is this. That's just all kinds of wrong. There's no 2. Even this. It's kind of so this would be kind of a point of concern for me if I'm in this trade, that I don't quite like how this finished here. So all the more why I'd be a little bit reluctant here to go hard on a long. Right now, next up, what happens here? What happens right here? I kind of want it to be done, but that's a shame. You got that. God damn, that's close too. Just enough to flip it, right? So you got to trade it as a diag to. Oh fuck! It wouldn't matter. You could do it as a 5-3-5. It's actually not that great. Actually, that's not a great looking impulse. Come to think of it, 1, 2, 3. Look, you got a 3 into the finish. So this is starting to feel a little more corrective. Let's just see here. It looks like that's already broken. All right, so you got breaks here. Yeah, this would be watch list, but I don't think it's ripe yet. Got to see what we get here. Well, remember, if it's going to be a diag, right, and we're going to do it, so maybe you have to do A, B, C, A, B, oh fuck, W, X, Y, 2, A, B, C, right? I already don't like that. A, B, looks like you need that C. All right, do you see the 5 that gets it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? So it looks like you've got an A already in. You got an A, you got an A, B, C, you got a B. Now what the fuck is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe. You don't want this going too far, right? Or you're gonna kill the potential diag. Really, this would be a last. Well, fuck, it would be last stand here because you'd be overlapping the 2. But this looks like if that's gonna play Awanahi, we got to get a 1, 2, and we need a 3, 4, 5 to bring it down here for that C to clean the whole thing up a little bit. And then this just got to go up. Let's go. All right, can't be that. Well, this is you're hoping it holds here. How are we going to get that? 1, 2, fuck. How are we going to do that? That's a 5. So you got to live with the A there. You got to live with the B. You need an impulse to finish that. Well. So let's put it back in that context. So per what we can see here, if this is going to hold as a significant low for the bull camp, we need a 5 out here. We need to get a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which means we're going to have to break again here. We have to break on this side, which is going to make it interesting, with regards to challenging this low down here. So watch list for me is too. Again, as you hear me say this all the time, right? There's so many things to trade. You can afford to be picky. Okay, I like it, but I don't love it enough to put money at risk. So watch list. First time charting it because Ashraf asked me to, the S&P. Okay, but he's also giving me notes here. Refresher. Oh, so I got a refresher. What did you give me? Let me just see here because I got James M is up next, but he just sent me another chart. So what is this? Oh, this is Bitcoin. Okay, all right. So I thought maybe it was his. What did he give me here? He gave me.
He said to not take too much time on that because he thinks the account might have gotten blown up.
On Ethereum?
No, on S&P.
Pardon me, on the S&P, yeah. What the fuck? I haven't looked at the market since I started here. It looks like it's underneath the IB. Okay, all right, so I think we're done here. This would be a list. I'd watch it, right? It's such a strong project. I wouldn't want to miss an opportunity here. Okay, so let's look at his S&P, though, just out of curiosity. James going into the big dog. Okay. Oh, what do we got here? All right, so I got some Money Magic. I got, what do we got down here? Is that Stokes? RSI with an average in it. Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, I like this. This is good. This is good work. Let's brighten that up a little bit. Leading diag 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4. That looks all look good. Oh, just because this is hard to see for you guys here, I'm going to hide it. You got to come back on Wednesdays to understand what he's doing there. This is crazy. All right, so from the COVID low. Well, let's just add, I don't know, 6, 7 trillion to the market and see what happens. That's what happens. All right, so 1, 2, 3. I don't think this count is dead here at all. Coming in for the 4. Oh, so this is, can be a good thing to do here. Right? I got this from Motive Wave, right, where it'll wick off. It'll do it automatically. 3 and the 4 and the 1 and the 2. So you pay attention to them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like you got. Looks like you got a good finish here. Wait a second. Now that's finishing here. The 1, 2. Give you that 3. So A, B. Why don't you like this here? I'm curious. James, what's not to like here? Looks like A, B, C, A, B, C, potentially A, B, C. A lot of people think the market is due for a major correction. I think, if anything, that's all it'll be, is a correction. Well, let's label it. Oh, pardon me. So we would do it this way. We'd do WXY. That's what I'd see there. Just basic fib swing calibration. How do we look here? Well, I'm going to come in here at the 1618, which is kind of what I would want. I'd want that to come in down here. So let's put a little line right there so we can see that a little bit better. Well, just right off the bat, you'd be mindful of this. Okay, so we've already had that break, and you've got a little bit of a throw under here, so that this would be, that would lead you into what we didn't make the channel. Look at the geometry was just right here, but we can't get up to the upper channel, so that, well, so look what's happened there. So in addition to that, we can't get to the upper channel. Just for that, the market loves geometry and responds there. Okay, so I've got good trend line here. I might even actually do it. That. Okay, so this looks like a good probable top here. This looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it looks like we've already got an A going in. So from that pivot, I got an A, I got a B, I got a candidate for a C. So the X has to be the higher high. A, B, C, A, B. Oh, looks like it's just another algo. Oh, that could be too far. Pardon me. Just eyeballing that. Looks like that broke. You do these long enough, you can kind of tell. All right, so slight break there. So you've despite that, right, still market sells off. So where would they, what could they be responding to here? Well, let's just check the dominant. Let's start there. And algo is not going to care about an expanded X wave. It's just going to use the dominant. So it looks like they used this already. Oh, fuck. Looks like they used this already. So here's 50 to the tick, target to the tick. That should surprise exactly 0 people, right? Of all markets, right? This fucking algo just, well, it rules all markets. Okay, so we're tick to tick here. I don't see any other way to count that. ABC, we got a pretty good break here. So I'd be watching for this, right? If this is going to come back and test from underneath. WX, well, let's just, if we're going to get 100% there, right? Just common swing relationships. Anywhere down here is going to be kind of interesting. All right, so here would be, you know, we're coming back to visit that pivot, right? Could it hold again? Well, shit, it could. I'd certainly pay attention to this one and this one, just because of where they are. We know this was the, here's the, and we drew it here where we had the 1618 was down in this pocket here. So ABC coming down here for the Y, for the 4. Now, do we like that for the 4? That's the 3. Well, that's the 23. So this would need to be the pretty big kick here. So if that's correctly identified as the 3, and this is AB, if I got this from the right pivot, yeah, I do. Right. So if that's the swing low, here, oh shit, come here. From this 2 through that 3, if this is all corrective here, boy, I kind of like it. I like this. Oh, you gotta keep that there. I like it down here. Right in that range. You don't really want it going too much further than that, if we're going to stay corrective. So potentially another, what would we call it? An expanded flat. Because it's 3, well, pardon me, we can't call that a flat. Because we need a 3, 3, 5 to call it a flat. So we just call it a combo. I don't think there's anything to do there, right, in terms of any swing trades until you get a test down here. Well, let's go down to the 30 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, clear as a bell. Okay, so I've got clean 5. Well, can't say I love the B, but you might be stuck with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's go down to 15. Ugh. Market not cooperating. You're just not getting a clean. Here, I gotta do this right. It always makes me wonder. Can we do it? Yeah, we can. All right, so you'd have to do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you'd go 1, 2, 3, 4. A, B, C. Looks like you'd have to do it that way. I've got that right. Yep. Okay, so we can't get that done, right? And you'd put a, oh, I'm at a log scale. So when I'm at a log scale, I always want to use a regression channel. Okay, so break, we go sideways. We can't get back to challenge the high, down it comes. Okay, so A, B, C into the B. 1, 2, this looks 4-ish, right? I got a 3 to finish. Let's label it. All right, so it looks like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4. Ugh, can't finish it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, fucker. Can't finish it. Can't turn that into a 5. So it's got to be this way. It will not work. So it's got to be A, B, working on the C for the 4. All right, before we fall in love with that, let's just take a look here, see if that makes sense. Which is often what I do in the process. I'll just start mapping them out based on fib swings and relationships, and then you kind of pull back and say, okay, does that make sense? Well, that's quite a rip in the third. You're forced that you cannot, and it looks like it's an algo swing too, right? It looks like it's algo play. Right? It's just a measured move. All right, so in the note, not the 618, golden zone. Front run probably. All right, so here all of a sudden I got change of character, right? So we were talking about this before. All of a sudden, whoa, got a new high. Right? Here I get a double bottom. Lower high, lower low. Whoop, all of a sudden, change of trend. Change of character, I mean to say. Okay, how does that play with regards to the 2 through the 4? So we're using this as the 3, right? So in Elliott, remember the algo is not going to care about it, but for us as Elliottians, if this is an expanded B and we're going to do a B C, oh, I'm paying attention to the 38 here from the proposed 3. Did we get it? Was it the 2618 here? If I did it this way. Still, even through it. Right, so that's pretty good 3. We can label it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Always a good idea. All right, so you don't lose your mind. Okay, all right, so I can see where I am. Nothing else. What do you see? You got up here? You got Vegas Wave. Oh, you got Bollinger Bands. Oh, man. Go whack-a-doodle on me. Okay, so, all right, so I got, what do you got here? What is that, James? What is that? Something looks like you're getting a high volume node there. There's something weird going on there. Oh, shit. How did I get that all fucked up? Okay, so 3, 4. Whoa. Shit, it looks like I didn't have all the data, actually. So it looks like we could be good here. God, how did I fucking do that? 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we, fuck. Wasn't paying attention, apparently. All right, so let's get that up. So we could be done here. Let's go back to that 30. How did I miss that? A, B, C. I guess I did. Just off to the right too much. What? That doesn't look right. Something's off there. I'm going to take those wouldn't come out that hard. All right. Here, I feel like I'm talking to myself. Okay. A, B, C. So W, X, Y, that looks like that could be done. So the 4 could be in here. Oh, let's finish it up here. So this is what I was trying to get to. The W from the X. Got the 100 on the A. Well, you can't do much else with that. Okay. So what this is really showing you is how the market is struggling with the idea of rate increases coming, right? As they say, the Fed taking away the juice. I don't think there's any other way to count that here than corrective, right? So it's just this, right? So 3, 3, 3, A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, and looks like that C is in. Sure does to me. So this kind of interesting area here. A little bit. I think, all right, so we got the RSI starting to come out from oversold. You want to see it cross that average, right? It's always just kind of an additional confirm there, which is good to use that average. So is that must be a line. That's something he drew in, right? So you want to see that cross. That's what he's doing. So here's the last time it crossed as we went down. So now, right, we got one cross here that gave us this little squirt, and now we want to see that go again, having come from the 30. So do you see what you'd have there? Do you see the divergence, right? So we'd have a new low here, but we would not have a new low in the RSI, right? So we'd have a little divergence there. Now, divergence can roll over, but you have the ingredients of it right there. All right. Fuck. Oh, you cocksucker. That thing gets in the way. There we go. That's what I'm trying to show you. And then we got this doing here, right? So radically different, right? Why? What's going on here? Why can't the RSI get down to a new low? Well, look at how far that fell. This momentum is waning here. So if that crosses over, well, would you want to take that? That might be a little soon, right? I'd want to see something like that. Remember the RSI, the 50 is, here's a great example of it. The 50 is as significant, if not more significant than the 30 and the 70. So here's a great example, right? You see what happens here on the retrace? Look what the RSI does. Hits the 50 and rolls back. When you're trending, so here's also a good example where if I bring this down, right? So you get the little kickback here from the 50, a little bit, down we go, right? So if you break 50 and you're underneath the average, would have you leaning towards a sell. Same thing here. We get a little bit of a pause at the 50, but look how far we are from the average. So here, the trade is here, right there, which would equate to right here. Right. Once we cross here, now again, this has to be within the context of the count. So am I looking for a short? If I think I've got a B that's going in here and I get a 1, 2, and you don't have divergence here the same way you did down here, but you're pretty close to a double top up there, and you can't get that RSI to go with it. And now it rolls over here. So here's the bounce at the 50. Too soon. Now it breaks. When it breaks the 50, right, that's what you get. So I always, with my RSI, I fatten the center line so I can't miss it, so that my eye is never like, oh shit, fuck, what didn't turn, right? So here you can just go look at your RSIs. Just watch the reaction at the 50. Right? That's what matters, right? So right here, there's the trade. See, most people think it's right here. Well, okay, would you have made money there? Yes, but look here. So we get through the 50. Now you're back. It's kicking back. So if you took it here, here's the, would you stay with it, right? Depends what your risk tolerance is and the amount of size that you're trading on a 30-minute chart. If you're a day trader, like I do most days, that's way too big. I'm not sticking around for that, right? That's on a 30-minute chart, that's way too much, right? You're long stopped out here. You're not going to stick around for 32 ticks, right, in the S&P. So this is cautionary, right? So you got the kickback. Now it starts to go. So really the trade is right here, right? It's right there. Same thing here, right? Now we get it, right? So everybody wants to trade the RSI from down here. The risk is higher here, right? Because it can roll right over again as it did here. Right, look here. Got to the 50. I always use that. Marathon man. Is it safe? Is it safe? Is it safe? Did we cross the 50? Oh, fuck. Nope. Right. So, guaranteed, there are people that buy this right here because they don't know that. They don't know that. Right. So they're going to buy right into the 50 at the RSI. It's not that it. Right. Of course, many times it'll just keep going. But the fact that it can't clear the 50, and now put that in the context of shit. What am I expecting? If that's the 4, I'm expecting the market to go down. This is a tell to me. Oh, can't make the 50. Bad sign for a bull. My shit, I think we could be done here. What's not to like here? I'm not sure there's anything not to like here. Right, I got a clean 5. 1, 2. I got a clean impulse. Sideways in the 4. I finish. Maybe the finish. Well, you got a big gap here. It's fucking. Oh, it's a little annoying, right? You got to deal with that with the gaps. But I'll come back here. Just out of curiosity, one last check here. Length of the 1 from the proposed 4. 227. Can live with that. There's not much of a subdivision there. Even if we go down to the 5-minute. Cross the 50. Is there a 5 in there? Well, you'd have to do it like this. You'd have to go 1. Oh, fuck, come here. 1, 2. I'd have to check if you could pull that off. Doesn't look like that might be too close. I don't think you could get away with that. Nope, you couldn't. Well, that's the problem with the gap, right? So I'd go look at the S&P and see what it did in the overnight. Can I get a 1, 2 into that? 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Gets a little skinny down there. Well, that could be a 3 that's coming out of there. Well, so I wouldn't make a decision when I have a big gap like that affecting my count. I'd go over to the futures and see what it did overnight. So did I get a 1, 2 here that would take me into it? All right, let me keep moving. Where am I? So we did the Wonka. Okay, so Wonka. We got. Thank you. Okay, so I got Wonka. Okay, let me leave here. I'm gonna watch the clock here. 109. Wonka. All right. That was my lunch being delivered. I love when my wife does that. Okay, so what are we doing here? Oh, we're looking at Link. Well, we haven't looked for a while here at Link. All right, Woo, glad you brought this up. What do we got here? Okay. I'm going to just take that off here. Vegas Wave. I always want the volume profile on. Oh, fuck. Well, we are in the log, so I see why you did that. Oh, fuck. Get off of there. All right, we don't get as much benefit in log. Okay. Oh, it's hot. Okay, third of a third based on Elliott Wave Oscillator. Good confirmation to my count. Well, Elliott Wave Oscillator. All right, so here's your high point, right? That makes sense. So 3 makes sense. Got a nice big momentum pop up here. On the max momentum, RSI gets a double top. Okay, that plays. Good work. 1, 2, oh, pardon me. 1, A, B, C. Probably do WXY because that looks like ABC. 1, 2. Row A, B, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's all very good. 1, 2, 3. Same thing, right? Sideways 4s. Oh, we're looking at a 3-day. I was going, God, have I been asleep for Link's rally here? Let's go back to a. I think I have been. How likely is it for Link to 10x? Well, it's been a bit of a laggard lately. Okay, what do we not like here? What's not to like here? That looks good. WXY. All right. I don't see anything I don't like. Well, I got 80% odds here, so hard to bet against that, right? So can I get a 5 out of that? Looks like that 3 would be too short. But that 80% doesn't go away. Here, I'm just going to just reduce that a little bit. Oh, shit. Here's what I want. Okay, so just to simplify a little bit. This looks awfully damn good. Can we make that work? Let's on a daily. Let's go to a 2-hour. Okay, tighten you up. Well, this isn't too hard to spot. Are we long enough here? So it looks like this is going to be too short. All right, so if we're going to, if that we're going to play that as the 1 and this as the 2, can't do it. So we'd have to do it this way. Okay, so we'd have to go, I can still go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is what we'd be looking for there. So you'd have to do this BC there. I'll just do this anyway, just force a habit, keep track of it. ABC, ABC, ABC looks like, or pardon me, how are we going to do that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess that would work. You see, I don't know what matters here. Okay, remember a diag, I just always remind you guys, start of the 1 through the pivot of the 3. We're looking for something at the 50, right? So I have nice confluence here. Got a nice little ridge of support here, right? Resistance, 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 gets through it. What do we do here? Interesting, right? So we got golden zone, Jesus, golden zone to target here. Now become interesting. They come back to the same golden zone, back to target. So we know they used this pivot here, right, twice. So did they get it here? We got the break here. Interesting. So it has to be, well, they got third target to the tick here, meaning that this was from here, they got 1618. They did. Okay, so I like the diag. So this is, do we have to do this differently? No, I prefer, I like it this way. Okay, so we got that. Oh, WXY maybe? That looks like 3. No, what we got here? Let's go down here. Oh, you're kind of stuck with that. That looks like ABC, so let's label that. So it looks like you got to go WX. Boy, I can't say I like that. Oh, no, I want you. So we'd have to go A, B, working on the C here. I don't like the size disparity because there's something else we can do here. That's the B. That has to be the A. Yeah, that's a bit of a cluster. I think you stuck with that. No, they already got paid. Looks like that's going to be too far. Dominant got her done, so it looks like it could be either one of these. Already got paid on that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like that's a candidate. Let's check that. Well, it looks like that's long enough. Yeah, 3 is longer than 1. So you got a 5 going in here. Oh, we're in log scale, so I can't do that. Oh shit, I'd do it like that. Okay. I wouldn't mind that coming down a little bit lower. So a high degree of interest down here in this range. For the 4. Last thing I would check here, since that's essentially a double top. Oh. Interesting, right? Length of the A projected from the B. Well, there's your classic measured move right there. Oh, that would be, that's not terrible there. Well, you got to check them all. All right, would they have done anything here? Look at that. Is that not interesting? Okay, so look where we are. All right, we're hitting the 100 in the golden zone. Yeah, let's pull that out. Shit, I don't, unless you got to go, I don't think it would matter. If this was, if this is the top here, I don't think it changes the count. Then you'd just be ABC here. I don't think it matters. So this question mark, right, could be that's part of the 5, right? So, well, you know, another great example. Somebody bought it right there. How do I know that? Because look what followed. Somebody bought it right here. Oh man, it worked this time. Nope, didn't. Oh, I'm going to get it this time. Nope. Over and over and over again. We need them to keep doing that. Well, that it doesn't.
He mainly wants you to look at high time frame. Just, I guess he's spot looking at the, potential for a big move up.
Okay. No problem. We still got to get this 1 done.
Right.
All right. So
that's just what he was curious at.
Yeah. Well, you've got a potential reaction here that doesn't look like it would be done, right? So that's the only reason I'm on the smaller time frame. If that's A, B, it could be done. Right? Actually, it could. So it would be from the, where would we be from the low? At the 38? Just past the 38. Now, there's no requirement that we tag the 50 here. that's just a place that you would want to look for. And then again, look at all this structure we have to play off here. So if that's got a little bit more to come, but right, so back to where we just were. If we look at this, you can see why it's stalling there. Now, a little further and that'll break, and then you're going to come down here, and then you'd be, well, could they be using this? Well, look at how that sets up, right? We don't know. I can't tell if they use that. Doesn't look, could they have used that? No, it's too far. So this would be the secondary. Well, now you'd have golden zone at the 50, and you'd be at the 50 here from this secondary. That's the lowest low. This is the dominant. This is your next low. Oh boy, that's hard not to like it right here. So woo, I would say, oh, that's got to go here. So this is just in the wrong degree. And let's go here. Okay, so you're looking for that to finish down here, give you that C, to give you the candidate for the 4, and then coming out of there, since it's a clear 3, 3, 3, you're looking for this to get you there, to complete the 1. Okay, if that finishes and you get, okay, 3, well, ideally you'd get 5 longer than 1, or pardon me, longer than 3. So we got a double top here. Now let's just use that pivot. So here's what you'd be after here, right there. So who knows what shape that takes, right? Why not another algo play? Bring it down a little further, something like that. Now you'd be mindful here, right? You really want that to get further, right? So you'd get the true 3 longer than 1, 5 longer than 3. Then you're just all the more enthusiastic about, oh, it was a leading diag to come out of there. But here, as we're breaking hard here, that doesn't look like it's quite done. So this is, I'd be real interested right here. What is that? 2150 in that range. No divergence here. You're definitely in the zone where you'd want to start paying attention to it. Now remember, as we just looked at, you'd want to see that start to come out of there. If we're going to come from oversold, okay, what happens at the 50? Do we get rejected and come back down, or can we get through? Here, rejected, comes back down. Really important to watch the 50 in RSI. All right, so that looks like that's where we are. Okay, so let's pull that back out, Woo Wonka, and see. Okay, because you're looking for a home run here. All right, if that's 1, 2, and that's one of the 3, let's just assume we can get that to finish. So that would be. So let's think about that. All right, so that would be your 1. So this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's take those up. Oh, what are we not used here? Let's go to green here. Okay, so we get a 1. Down for the 2, I'd probably add some runners here. Let's do... All right, okay, so if you got that, here's how I would be mapping it out, right? It's always a good exercise, right? Often it won't follow here, but at least you've got a game plan here. Okay, so if that's the 1 and I can get something like that to come down, that's what I'm looking for. All right, so we'd have median line, right? Remember, nothing changes. We still have 80% odds to get there. There's the roadmap, 4, 5. Oh shit, I don't know what you're tied to. What are you tied to? Oh God. Where is that? I gotta do this to track it. Oh, okay, so that's 1, 2. That would be most of the degree is just too small. Let's go. So we can find it. All right, let's get that back off. 1, so that's the major 2. All right, so we're looking for this bad boy way up here, right? 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, a 5, right? So that's what I see right there. So now playing through a big 5. Here's the correction of the 4, 1, 2, 10x. Well, if we're going from well, shit, here's 21, 215. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good looking setup. Now, also the channel, note the channel here that he's got here. All right, should we get staying within that channel, allowing for the overthrow here? We're going to come down again. That's all. What are you tied to? The 3 and the 4, or the 2 and the 4, and the 3. Okay, this all looks pretty good. So I guess your risk here is that it's incomplete. That this would be some sort of we're going to do this and then come back and then yeah, it looks pretty good actually. If I'm simplifying, I'm doing this. Okay, now we're not out of this yet. You can really even do it this way.
Yeah, the interesting thing too is Link was on a different path while everything else was bare, you know, back in 18.
Yeah.
Link was the one that was pushing while everything else was just, you know, sideways or nuking. And so curious if it can do it again.
Yeah, I haven't looked at it in a while, and it's kind of sneakily just, stayed pretty solid here. So there's the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 that you're looking for to get that 3 done off of this 1, 2. Now, you're going to have some tells here because this now needs to hold. So you got trading principle number 4 here right in your face, right? If it doesn't get there, we're coming down to break that low, right? Equal to or greater than. Oh, you could come down here and you test all this. So if you had that, you'd probably end up WXABC into a Y here. You'd probably have it. You would just end up doing it like that. So WXY. You're still looking on the long side whenever this thing finishes. Right now, I nothing not to like here, right? So you're just waiting for the right timing here. Right here, it's just ripe here. Oof, 22 even in that range here. Oh, pardon me. Right. Well, this is the golden zone here if you can get that. So come down for that 5. So that's 21, 25 in that range. So here's what I would do. In fact, I'm going to do it because, oh, fuck, come here. Add alert. If that gets there, I want to see how it looks, right? Does that complete that 5? How to trade it? Okay, good. Stop under the 65. Do I get the 1 of the 3? Oh, well, in this case, right, would be we're working for the 5. Oh, pardon me. All right, let me redraw that. We need an A, B, C to get that done. A, B, C, A, B, C, A, B, C. All right, then we know where we are. We got our 1 wave. We're waiting for 3 to come down. Get the 2. Off you go. So if you wanted to be a little more conservative, wait and see if this finishes. All right, we'd be right back up here. Boy, what a perfect place to finish the 1 because retail will be looking at it. Oh, it's off to the moon. So they'll buy it right here. Of course they will, right? So that's up the 2. There's your roadmap. Okay, let me keep moving. I got, what do I got? So am I doing James ETH or not? He didn't want me to do that? He thinks it changed?
I mean, let's see. He posted it, last night. So that's the last one. Just go ahead and
top left. Let me try that.
It's 1:28. So yeah, you got time to do this.
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, I got an appointment at 3:15, so I'm good. All right. ETH. I got to make a copy here. And we're doing bottom left. On Coinbase. Bottom left. Well, James and I have been back and forth on this count quite a bit. Holy shit. Okay, so, well, one thing, I would let Monty Crypto kind of talk through how he uses this, but isn't that interesting right to the tick here? Now we go on, off the rails on that side here. So I'm just going to hide this for the time being, since we're, oh, I got it. I can't hide it just so I can see the count a little bit better. This is a James thing. I don't know why you do that, but you do. I don't like them extended that far up. Okay, so I've got. Okay, so here, where are we? Here's our lows.
He said top left, not bottom left.
Oh, did I misread? Oh, top left. Excuse me. Yep. Pardon me. Good thing he's here. So useful when the guys posting are actually watching. Oh God, I remember this was a clusterfuck. Okay, so well 3-4. So we actually so it looks so. Do you see he's got multiple counts there, which is a good habit, right? So he's prepared for any outcome here. 3-4. Okay. Well, this this is really interesting. So and I'll tell you why I say that. I'm just gonna. It just makes me crazy. Okay, so. No, you can actually hold this count in Bitcoin. You can do the same thing. You can do that exact same thing. Now you got to do it a little bit differently in Bitcoin, in that you got to take the expanded B to make that work. But there's some good Elliotticians here that I just was kind of reviewing some of how they're looking at it. They still see Bitcoin in a 1-2, which I find interesting. Well, so per that here, the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is kind of hard to argue with. But what did we finish here? Let's take that up so I can not lose track of where we are here. So this would be a big 4 here. So we'd be doing. Are you giving me 2 counts here? Oh no, you're giving me. Where's this? Okay, hang on a second. Where is that coming from? Okay, so we did. Is this COVID low? No, here's COVID low. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's why, right? So you can make that work, right? So that we always, this has been a long struggle with Bitcoin, although I think it's past the point of having to resolve it, because you could do it this way, right? You can put the 1 here. The problem is it's such a shallow 2. I know, but you can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 1, 2. It actually is a little clean here. A, B, oh fuck, W, X, Y into that 2. 3, well, you got no choice but to deal with this as just an aberrant wick. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we get this guy finishing the 3rd here. Macro 3 and log. Interesting break of the channel.
I don't want to interrupt too much, but he said zoom out, read the notes, and it's 1 count. But also we just received a donation, so make this one fairly quick if you have to leave at 2:15, or at least be there by 2:15.
No, I don't have to be there till 3:15.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, so I'm good. Okay, so hang on a sec. Yikes. Okay, so zooming out to the daily. If we move up a little bit, I would have to consider a double zigzag. Okay. So this is what he's talking about. So he wants to call this a zigzag. Okay, so the crux of it is that we've put in a 3 here off of this 1, 2 that the 3 is in. It's very interesting because it's slightly different than what we've got in Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin, we're counting this as an A, this is a B, and we're going down for the C. Here, if you're completing the big 3 up here, interesting, right? We'll see if this plays like this. It'll be interesting to see how Bitcoin responds. Interesting break of the channel, possible test of the outside channel into the golden zone. All right, so I got to zoom in there a little bit. Let me try, let's go, we'll do a 4-hour. Okay, so he wants to go into WXY down here for the 4. Okay, yeah, this one is, there's almost no way around it. You're kind of stuck with this. You've got to go A, B, C, right? Because then, how are we doing? Are we doing a triangle in there? I think we looked at this as a candidate. Yeah, we didn't love it. A, B, C, D, E was what we looked at there. So we've got A, B, C. Yeah, so fuck, there it is right there. Okay, so if I do it this way, maybe it's easier to spot. All right. So there's the triangle, oddly shaped as it is. A, B, C, D, E. It's a skinny little E, but that's not unusual for an E. So we do have the triangle, all right? So that maintains. So W, A, B, well, A, B triangle. So W, X. Where's your note here? Well, so he's looking for a double here. So this has to be the A, B, C of the 4 to get us down here for the Y. So it would actually finish like that. Well, that's a lot to call. So just yet. Well, so a couple of things, right? So back to some of the earlier comments. Let's see here. Fuck me. Do you have that locked? Why can't I move that? I want to hide that just for a sec. Okay. If that's a 5, then this is all just corrective, right? So put it in context. Here's where we start. All right. Now we just looked at Bitcoin, right? It's sitting right at the golden zone from the low. Now this is log. But let's see. So what's our range here? From 1700. Oh, it's not quite 4 times, right? So you could kind of go either way. It's a little 3 to 1. You know, log is not unreasonable if you stay in this range, but I might start in arithmetic because it's easier to deal with the algos. Okay, so WX. So he's really, this is a bold call. We're saying that it's got to go A, B, and we're going to go down for the C, right? So we're going to end up mimicking Bitcoin just in a giant flat. Nope, pardon me. It's not a flat. Excuse me, because he's got the 5 going in here. So, boy, that's interesting, right? So where's Bitcoin? Oh, fuck me. Right, so you can do it here, but it's interesting. It's interesting contrast between the two. In Bitcoin, you don't have as clean a start here, but you can do this. You can do a 3, 4. Again, there's very good Elliotticians finishing it this way. I think that finish doesn't work here. But nonetheless, right? If here's what I can promise you: if we do that, we'll be calling this a 1-2. I think that's less likely, but that's the contrast between the two because it plays a little more cleanly in ETH because I get a clear 5 here. 2, 3, 4, 5. It plays better here, but boy, that's a lot to call there. James, why not put it there? Oh, well, shit. Hang on a second. This would be, if this is, I lost your big 3 here. This is the big 3. Something's not right here. Oh, hang on a second. Let's go out here. Let's go back to log. Back to a 12 here. Okay, because this is all a function of the broader count. So if you're looking for ABC into the 4, that's because the distance here is too much, right? So I get what you're saying. Okay. So he's got it such that we're working on completing the WXY. So we would need a WXYXZ. So we'd be here. Let me finish it like this. So I'm going to take this off. So he's looking for, here, let's get the whole thing done the proper way. Oh, fuck, come here. Okay, so this would be WXYXZ is what he's looking for. Can't say I disagree, but I think the heart of that comes from if that is correctly identified as the 3, well, here's the 23. Right, for a contender for the 4, but it is a lot at this juncture to say, okay, well, I got the X in, I'm working on the Y. Oh shit, I'm working on the A of the Y. I don't even have the Y yet. Do I? WX. No, I don't even have the Y yet. So the X is still yet to come. So this is, he's a little on the bearish side. So we're working on the A here. It all looks quite good. WX. Well, we can't finish here. Right? So if it is here, we can't do this. Right? So this has to be the A. So this has to be A, B, C. Oh, come here. Okay, so working towards the A down here is what he's after, which I think is valid. Now, I'm always a little reluctant to, it's like projecting a triangle when you've got the AB. Okay, maybe, right? But this is a lot to project that we're going to do this. This is a lot to project. We're going to do that, and then we're going to do this. All right, that's a lot of swing structure to project when we're here, which would be my only reservation. Now, there's nothing wrong with planning ahead and keeping this as an alternate scenario. Might be a bit early for that, but not a bad idea to have it teed up just in case, right? If that's what you're looking for, and it looks like that's his preferred. ABC gives us the Y, X, and shit, this looks like this could go further down here. So we get a big whomping triple. Okay, pull that back out. Where are you? Well, you'd be kind of in no man's land here. I mean, maybe you have a little structure to play off over here, but not much. All right. Z into the 4. All right, so well, that's fun to watch, James. Right? That again, that's a lot to project. But well, look here. Look how many different counts he has. I mean, that's something that he's demonstrated that. Oh shit! For as long as I've been, he and I have been exchanging. There's always multiple. He always has at least 2-3 alternates, right? Again, so nothing he's not really thought through, and that takes time and discipline. Because what's the easiest thing to do? Oh, I fucking throw up a primary. Well, first question. Okay, what if I'm wrong? What if I'm wrong? How could this play? Right now you got 2. Well, he'll typically do 4. So it's, as I'm saying here, this is a lot to project, but he's ready for it. Right? May or may not be what plays. I mean, here you can kind of it looks like you could have something like that just going in just beautifully, right? You get a nice cascading triple like that. It would make a whole lot of sense. This would be a hero call. So James, if we end up doing this, that definitely gets a video. All right, now would we be done here? Or is that just the one of the 5? Well, per some of the projections that we see. Well, let's do it ourselves. Right? Fuck everybody else. So what do we see there? Okay, so let's take the length of the 1. If we did get the 4 here. Well, there's the 1618. That would put ETH at 15K. Would be just an absolutely gorgeous, let's go to the daily, would be a gorgeous count, Elliott count. We'd probably do it here just with straight geometry, just with a channel. Oh, I might do it that way, get that 3 pivot. Oh, look how pretty that is. Right to the 1618. Man, I like this, James. Even though that's a lot still to play out, however we get there, kind of oh, that's interesting. All right, kind of dial that in to the mix. We just looked at this right here. That is that structure. So we're going to get the 1618, the length of the 1 project. Oh fuck! Oh shit! Here, I know you had it, but now I'm just going to. I think you had modified. Oh, it's got your stuff on it. Well, you'd have a runner on that. I might keep it that way so I can see how it reacts to the median lines as well as to the channel. Why is that? Okay, why not? Why not? Right? Wouldn't that be like real? Literally, they'd be you. But this would be on the cover. I've been saying this about the Bitcoin count. This would be on the cover of Elliott Wave. You know, what shit? What is the Elliott Wave International? Oh, I'm not trying to give them buzz, but just if there was Elliott Wave Enthusiast magazine, right, why wouldn't that be right on the cover? Right, Bitcoin, 2 impulses, Bitcoin and Ethereum right next to each other. Then finally, maybe I could stop getting these comments. Oh, fucking Elliott Wave doesn't work in crypto. Oh no, that doesn't work in crypto. Well, that might put that to bed. All right, I got a. What do I got? I got a. Someone made a request. Oh, that's great. What is it, Monty?
It's 88 BTC. They didn't give an exchange, so I would just go with the longest
That's
history.
That's going to be, the longest history, that's probably Finex. Or Bittrex.
Yeah, I'm looking as well.
Bitstamp, maybe? No, but let's check Bitstamp. Oh, 2022? No, not
I have a chart on Binance, so I mean, it could be that. I mean, November.
You already have
17.
the major Binance? Oh yeah, they got way more than Bitstamp. Oh fuck. Okay, I see why you wanted one. Oh, that's ugly. Okay, do we have to be in log? I think we don't have to be here. But I think the count's going to stand out a little bit more. Okay. Well, this was just a moonshot. All right, well, if it's me, I'm going to start down here saying, okay, I got a pretty clear demand zone down here. Well, it's hard to miss this. All right, so we can sure see an impulse here. Let's get that down to... Okay, hard to miss that. Oh, I don't know that it matters here, but it looks like you'd have to do this as a WXY. I don't think it matters here. WXY. Well, this sure looks like there's 5 out of the chute. 2, 3, 4, 3. Sideways into the 4. I'm going to do that. I can see the internal count is there. All right, so if I open that up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I've got a qualified impulse right here. This is classic 4, just going sideways. Chop, chop. 1, 2, 3. Oh, I guess you're stuck with that. Okay, let's micro put that in blue. Okay, what did we finish there? And the problem is this junk. I'm not thrilled with the idea of going 1, 1, 2 here. It looks like that's just a truncation. So I would start the count here because I don't think it really takes any shape until we get right here. This I've just kind of chalk that up to just chop slop. Okay, 1, 2. Well, let's see if we can make it work. Right? If that's the 1, that's the 2, and that's the 3. Right? If right now we got to qualify it. That's the 5. Let's go here. Let's see if we can get a plan together here. So that looks like a good 1. Well, how do we do here? If this is the 1, that's the 2. Well, this is tempting because I could do it, right? I could finish it here. Right, just based off of where that lands, then this would have to be expand to B. I think I'm going to keep it over here for the time being because I think you need this to finish it right here. So And this is complete. You really wanted it to be done here. You really did, actually. But I think we need that here. So let's go to that 8 hour. Well, that looks like that might be a 50. Oh, fucking Christ. Tick to tick. All right, or it looks like there's a slight front run here, slight front run there. All right, so we know an algo is responsible for what happened there. So it looks like you'd have to do it this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, looks like we can get that done. Okay, so now I feel better about that 3. Boy, what do we do there? That's just a free fall. Well, that's a 3 all day. God, could it be this? 1, 2, 1, 2. Ugh. It's like 1, 2, 3. Can't say I like that. 1, 2. Looks like you're gonna have to do something like this here to get that done. A, B, expand the B into the 4 here. So what do we got there? A, working on the B. A, B, C. Okay, let's just dig in there a little bit. That's a contender. All right, so we pull from the top. Well, here's the sweet spot. We talked about this earlier. Note where the Vegas wave crosses right here. Right now we've got the 233 underneath. Now it's going to take a lot to get that to cross back. Right here's the last time it crossed here and here. Right here are your 2 crosses. Note from this cross here, bull all the way until right here you had they got on top of each other, but right the trend saved it. Now we're downtrend. Well, I don't know why you wouldn't start, right? I'd certainly have this on, right? Looking for something I could work with here. Maybe I get the 50. Looks like I got a little structure here I can work off of. Into the C, why not? Okay, what's wrong with that? It's kind of a rhetorical question. I'm saying that to myself. Well, how would we tee up here from the 2 through the proposed 3? Oh, well, we've got a pretty good cluster here off of this chop here, so you know there's going to be it's fucking log distorts it here. Let's see if I take it out here. We get a better look at it. You can look at here and you know that that's there. A, B, C. Boy, it's hard not to like that. All right, this is well. Plus, just prior 3, 4 is down a degree. Is a good place to start looking for the correction. 3 into the 4. You'd have a. You really don't want an A to B equals C to D here. You'd almost rather have that come to the 618 and have this come up a little bit because you want your 4s to hold the 50, right? Ideally. 2's fine, 618. B's fine, 618. But 4's, I don't want them to go past the 50. Now this would do it, right? So if that's correct. Now, if I can get the B to go golden zone here, which no guarantee that it would. Looks like it might already be turning. What do I got? Anything underneath? This is that cipher thing, which looks very fancy, but I looked at it because James was using it. It's like a combo of a MACD and RSI and a stochastic all jumbled together. Apparently people are paying for it. Well, you can kind of see it inside, right? So that it looks like there's an A, B, and a C going in. It's just how far is that going to go? It's just my color choices here I'm just used to. Okay, so A, B, working on that C. That could be in, right? It could be a little front run on the 50. Right? Easily could be in. Right? You'd rather it was technical. Oh, just out of curiosity, right? I'm always curious if what they used here. Could they have used this? Now you'd be at the 50. So that would have some value if that was something they used. I have to do it this way. Oh, doesn't look like it. I broke. So I'd have to stay here. Get you lined up. The 1-2 is kind of, you didn't really want that, but you're kind of stuck with it. That's already pretty good reaction. So if that's a C, let's dig in there a little bit further here. I have to do this or I'll lose my spot. Oh, now we're going from an 8. Let's go to a 2. Could we be done here? 1, 2. Oh, shit, I don't like to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like you're going to have to do it through a truncation. So 1, 2. Looks like you're going to have to do it this way. 1, 2. I can't. I don't love that. It's not much of a finish. Well, it's just not much you can do. I mean, you don't even have a channel here. So actually, I don't like it. I like it this better. Because I want to, well, it could be my own bias here because I want that to go higher. Well, so we got to just watch it. Okay, so let's pull this back out. Let's go to a 4 now. Okay, last little check here. Okay, if that's 1, 2, if that's 1 and that's 2, what did I do here? 2, 2, 7. Well, look at that, right? It's interesting, right? So that's the temptation that comes back to put the 3, 4, 5 and say you're done. Could be. It very well could be. All right, and that's why it's always good to do that. So you're always looking. Okay, how did my 3 look there? Do I have enough for the 4? That's pretty spot on. 1, 2. It's exactly well within a tick or two of 1618 before I got the reaction. So it's pretty tempting to put that there. That is a 4 hour. So if I come back, do I have a finish there? Do I really have a finish in that? Let's go 15 minute. Can I really finish it there? Looks like I might. So if that's it, right there. That's the 4. That's the 3. So, oh, nice 3, nice ABC into that. So, right, sometimes you just get a little more certain when you come down to these lower time frames. You're like, oh, good God, right? Of course, it's right there in my face. Okay, so there's a good 4. Okay, now can I get done here? It looks like I can, right? So it looks like I can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's come down here. Let's go to green. Looks like I can get her done here. Now I got just a straight free fall, waterfall here down at this time degree. So nice impulse finishes it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 and the 5 of the 5 of the 5. So pretty. Okay, so the Elliott is spot on here. What do we got there? Well, what do we want it to be? Let's go back to an hourly. If that's the C, it's a front run, no doubt. Okay, so I got a good pivot. Let's go back to that 4 now. All right, does that make sense? So the B would be in. That's looking for the 4 down here. And that flow, God damn it, come here. 8. Okay, I'm still in log scale, so I got to do it this way. So I would draw this here, allowing for that throw over, and then I would do this here. Right, I got to just eyeball it to try and get that parallel because of the log scale. It looks about right. Okay, look where that puts me. Right on the median line. Am I even there? Maybe I'm. Looks about right. So what are you after here, right? You're just waiting for this to finish, right? A, B, come on down here. Well, wouldn't you love that, right? Right in the intersection. What's the first thing it's got to do, right? If that's going to play that way, here we might as well just use that. First thing it's got to do is get through that, right? So shit, probably it would be surprising if it goes in a straight line, right? It's going to be, well, maybe we get a 1 here, right? Retrace. Now you're looking for the 3. All right, you can kind of see how it plays. If this comes down deeper, now you get the benefit of an algo here. This would be too far, so you would just use traditional Elliott here, so we'll do it that way. All right, length of the 1. Now, if I'm just going to use that. 100% most common, we'd get that, but right for something like Cardano, I'd be more bullish if it was Cardano to the dollar, but Cardano to Bitcoin, we're going to do beyond that? Oh, my shit, maybe. Which makes me think, well, if we were, you'd be looking for this. Now, maybe you're getting the 1618 up here. And just out of curiosity, right, if we run that puppy all the way up and take this all the way out, all right, there's your roadmap. Now, can Cardano do that? Oh, shit, right. Why not? That would be right in the pocket of the 1618, 175. Yeah, let's just finish it off. That's how I'd play it. Oh, good one. Good pick. But just careful about the FOMO in here, right? Because it might go, you want to, it's tempting. You're like, oh shit, look where that thing's going to go. Always safer to let the pattern that you're watching finish, right? Rather than FOMO into it, right? It's very common, right? I've done it. We've all done it. Oh, fuck the pattern, right? It's going to go. That's where patience. Let's say it goes, right? Well, then you're like, God damn it, that guy told me I should have. At some point, this will come. It just always does, right? You don't have, fuck, I didn't get the turn. Okay, I'll wait for the retrace, because the retrace always comes. Always. Why? Because we're human beings, right? So, oh my God, look at all the profit I've got. Oh, fuck, the slightest little weakness. Oh, trailing stops. Oh, shit, I got to take profit. Oh, look at all that. Oh, bears. Oh, we're going to go get that. We're going to kill it. Right? It's just the way the market moves, right? Show me a market that doesn't retrace. Well, I mean, the only one you could really look at would be the S&P, which is completely manipulated, right? Did we have any major retraces here? I mean, this is so fucking manipulated. It's obscene, right? Great if you've got a shitload of equities. But to say that's a naturally occurring bull market is, well, we all know it's not, right? One more reason where I started yesterday, the one absolute in trading, you never fight the Fed, ever. They always win. You never want to fight them. So if all of a sudden, that's why this is happening up here. Wait a minute, the Fed's changing the game. All of a sudden, it's not just balls to the wall, game on, right? If the Fed weren't doing this, we'd be already. Oh, wait a minute, we're taking away the juice? Oh, no, I'm not so sure. All right, I think we covered, did we get everybody?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. Oh, just a reminder, right? So I mentioned this last time. I had a whole bunch of people come in. Just a reminder, you can always join us for free, right? Any of you that are watching on YouTube, I'm assuming anyone watching live is probably a member. But the people that watch this, because we have way more people watch it after it's recorded. we're not hard sellers, right? We don't. That's why I have to be reminded. Monte Crypto has to remind me to mention that you can join us. I just do my thing, right? It either attracts people or it doesn't. But just as a reminder, we're not trying to pick your pockets here. I mean, you could come in here and join us for free, get a feel for it. How do you like it? Does it look like a place you could participate in? Because that's the key to it. I always tell people, the key to a good experience with us is you have to participate. Post some charts, interact with the community. No one's going to bite your head off. Right? Hey, I can promise you, right? You're just going to get a bunch of like-minded traders trying to solve the same puzzles, right? And then, in terms of the interaction with the senseis and with myself and Monte Crypto and the entire team, I always say, don't take our word for it. Come in and ask the other members. Right? Wouldn't that be what you do? Right? If you're thinking about buying a car, are you going to ask the dealer how this car is? Or are you going to look online and see whatever Road and Track or whomever, an objective reviewer, if it's as objective as they might be? Somebody, right? Don't ask who's selling it to you. Ask the people that have already bought it. How'd you like it? How'd you like the experience? Are you learning something? Is your trading improving? Are people profitable in there? Jesus, if I posted some of the numbers that get shared with me, people wouldn't believe it. They wouldn't believe it. Oh, that's bullshit. I want to see the statements. I know it's not. Again, don't take my word for it. Ask, right? It's free to ask. All right, there you go, guys. Plus, you get the white belt, just a reminder of that. Plus, you get 4 hours of that initial content, so you get a feel for the way we teach, which it would be very similar to what I'm teaching you here. Okay, guys, we'll wrap up there. And tomorrow, you got Monte Crypto. Now, I remind you, it's a very unique approach. He's got a huge following, a bunch of members, once again, people that have seen what he does. Right? You can see it on YouTube, but it's different than when he's really teaching it to you. Every time I talk to him, I remind him that it would be a great opportunity for him to create a course. Course creation, having done it, is not easy. It takes a lot of time, but I'm going to nudge him until he does it. Okay, guys, you have a great afternoon. You got Monte Crypto teed up tomorrow. I'll be back on Friday for a Bitcoin Friday. You can always join us for free. We'd love it if you'd subscribe to the channel. Another thing I never say. Bang that like button. Right. I'm supposed to say, let's smash that like button and hit that bell. I never say. Okay, guys, have a good one. We'll